chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Extending the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Fires to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That throw and catch It's a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Let's it fly. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair tackle. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Got him downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. We saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another 1st down.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Motion from the back. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it in the 2nd half. Throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. But you got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Frazier. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, he wants it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. Good play down. By the DB.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
He might want another play. Trying play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Play, it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Goes to the option. The give to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows your problem.
Turning it on. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put on a line, it's really nice to have that.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Moore will throw. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Ducks in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs, because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Snags it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Pocket breaking down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Quarterback making adjustments. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job on the defense with communication there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Working for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he'll find enough running room to get him just short of midfield at the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly,
formation to the left, looking for the first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. He'll circle back if anything big. You should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late. And
It's a seam wide open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss to the outside. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week, and